What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome back to TD Phins Talk, everybody. Jermaine Quarles in the house. Shout out to you, man. We're going to give a few 30 seconds to let a few people get in the room, man. And now I wait. Now you ain't got to wait, man. TikTok for 10 hours. What's up, Andre? Losing my voice a little bit, man. So I'm trying to take it easy. So y'all bear with me, man. Man, everybody in here. Allie, Riff Reaper, Nick Beast 426, Daniel D. What's up, everybody, man? Aaron or Elias, Anthony Manzano, Matt. What up, guys? Flores assembling the Autobots. I love it. Yes, he is. Man, I hate that Chiefs choked. What did you expect? Man, let me I'm falling behind y'all all in here already, man. Yes, notification came through. Hey, TD. What up, everybody? The Patriots are winning their 6th Super Bowl. That's who I got, man. Maybe. I don't know. I ain't doing my prediction yet. I don't know. I got to evaluate it. What's good, TD? What's good, Adriel? Yo, Pat should been dead at the end. No, man. What's happened? Now I have no choice but to root for the Rams. Man, can't believe the Pats are in the Super Bowl for the 3rd time in a row. Man, y'all got to just get over it, man. Y'all got to get over it, man. We're the Pats fan named Ryan. Hey, you Ryan. I'm going to see if he come in the room, man. What up, Bree? You chilling today, man? Y'all off? I know some of y'all off today, some of y'all at work, man. I'm sorry, I was wrong. Let's go Rams. Hey, I said Patriots versus Rams. Everybody, TD, you wrong on both of them. TD, you wrong on both of them. Stop saying the Saints got robbed, man. Man, TD, you get my email? I believe so, unless you sent it just now. I'll check it out after the stream, man. NFL fix. Man, stop saying that the Saints got robbed. Stop, man. Bad call. They should have called it. But at the end of the day, this is how I look at it. It was a bad call. But for the life of me, people saying if that call would have been made, they would have guaranteed to win. No. You don't know. You don't know. First of all, you don't even know if the guy would have caught the ball. Second off, even if the call was made, they still would have had to either get in the end zone or make a field goal. We don't see worse. And at the end of the day, to me, everything white clean, you make it to overtime. Show up. It is what it is, man. Y'all wouldn't have been saying that mess if they would have kicked the field goal and missed. Y'all wouldn't have said none of that if they would have kicked the field goal and missed. We don't know. But yes, it was pass interference. Of course it was pass interference. Nobody questioning that. But at the end of the day, it was still a lot of football, man. It was still things that needed to be done. And you want to know who I really blame? I blame the Saints coach. Why in the hell are you throwing the ball on 1st and 10 in the red zone? That's where you're supposed to milk the clock. 1st down, timeout. 2nd down, timeout. 3rd down. You would have ran the clock all the way down to like 40 seconds. Kick the field goal. Clock would have been down to 33 seconds. Squib the kickoff. Clock would have been down to like 28 seconds. And then let the Rams, you got 28 seconds to win. Why the hell are you throwing the ball on 1st down? Forget all that other stuff. Yeah, it was a bad call, non-call. We all know that. But why the hell are you throwing the ball on 1st down? That's where they lost the game. I was, for the life of me, I'm like, they finna run. Even if they don't get nothing from the run, they run. When it's all said and done, you lead them with 30 seconds on the clock to go 80 yards probably. But you throw the ball on 1st down and it's incomplete. That's just dumb. Just dumb. Man, so I don't want to hear nothing about that non-call. It is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. But hey, breaking news, y'all. It ain't really breaking news because it broke yesterday. But I wanted to do my research on the guy first. But we got Patrick Graham, who is expected to be our new defensive coordinator. I want to see if my subscribers know me very well. Why does it excite me that I hear about our new defensive coordinator? Put it in the comment section why TD is excited to hear news about somebody they want to bring in for defensive coordinator. Please tell me why that excites TD, because I just want to see if y'all know me, man. I want to see if y'all know me. Please put it in the comment section. And come on, y'all already know, man. No more Burke. You better know, boy. Oh, my gosh. I don't care if we cut everybody on the roster. I don't care if we just go 0-16. As long as Burke gone, successful offseason. I don't care what we do in this offseason. As long as Burke gone, successful offseason. We win, baby. Oh, my gosh. Hey, all right, man. They talk about bringing this guy in. His name is Patrick Graham. Just so y'all know, he is a defensive coordinator. Well, he's not a defensive coordinator. He's been playing. He's been a defensive coach in different areas, but he's been with Flores. You know, he was with Flores with the Patriots from 2009 to 2015. And then he actually went to the Giants from 16 to 17 as the D-line coach. And then last year he was with Green Bay. He was their linebacker coach and run game coordinator. So this guy actually getting some opportunities. And when I say run game coordinator, that means he got a little bit of offensive experience as well. So I like it. Just looking at the work that he's done with the last few teams. Again, we have to see a lot more just to know more about this guy. But I like that Flores is starting to bring his guys in. And I told y'all, I know the Dolphins ain't allowed and supposed to be talking to him, but Flores communicating with the Dolphins, man. Even through all this playoff stuff, man. He's like, hey, yeah, I'm pretty much going to bring my guy in from this and that. He probably done already called him. Yeah, I look to bring you in as soon as this season is over and we win another Super Bowl. I look to bring you in with me to Miami. And word got out, and that's pretty much probably how it happened, man. But I'm excited about it because it means no more Matt Burke. We done heard news on possible offensive coordinators with Jim Caldwell as well. We got some word on defensive coordinator. If he walked by you, would try to trip him. I don't know who you're talking about, Bree. I think you might try to fight Burke. Listen, man. I wouldn't try to fight Burke, man. I'll let that man go on his way. I don't want nothing to do with him. I'm scared of Burke. That's how I look at it. He scares me. He puts fear in my heart, man. But let's get off of Burke, man. Amen. TD preaching. Burke gone and we about to sing. Yes. So I like Flores already pulling strings, y'all. Flores already pulling strings. He already bringing his guys, getting his guys basically prepared for what's about to happen. Unfortunately, we got to wait a whole new 2 weeks to make things official. I told y'all that we were going to have to wait till after the Super Bowl for our head coach to be named. But everybody wanted to say, nah, TD, you wrong. Chiefs. Man, listen, man, I ain't going to talk about the defensive coordinator situation much because at the end of the day, I'm just excited Burke is out of there, and we're going to see how all this turns out. But I like what Flores is doing. I love what he is doing. Definitely, man. And Bree, stop hating, talking about, man, Flores flipping. He ain't going to flip. He ain't going to flip. He going to take his head coaching opportunity right now, and he going to bring them rings to Miami, and he going to have his clout with him. That's what he going to do, man. And, guys, I was highly impressed yesterday with the defense of the New England Patriots. See, people, they want to point to, bro, they gave up like 20-something points in the second half. You got to understand the game flow. You got to understand the game flow and what was happening. All they needed to do is hit that punch on Patrick Mahomes early in the game and do everything I already told y'all they were going to do, and that's what they did. They imposed their will. They got pressure on Mahomes, made the kid nervous, and he didn't play well in that first half at all. Second half come around, Mahomes opened it up because, to be quite honest with you, I told y'all at halftime, you know, New England probably going to be starting to get a little bit more conservative, in which they did. They stopped getting pressure on Mahomes. They stopped getting the appropriate pressure on Mahomes, and he had all the time in the world to throw the ball, and he made him pay. And that was always the game plan. But overall, I love what he did in that game, man. They just had a good overall game, man. But I told y'all, another thing, man, let's talk about something, man. Can y'all stop beating me up, man? Stop beating me up. And I ain't talking to everybody. Y'all know who I'm talking about. The people that beat me up and challenge every single thing I say. I don't mind it because it makes for good commentary. It makes for good interaction. But when are you going to admit you're just wrong? You're just wrong. TD, you delusional, man. If you think the Rams are going to win, you delusional. Okay. TD, now you can say that the Rams are gonna win. I think you're wrong. Okay, but for you to say that the Chiefs are gonna win, bro, the Chiefs was never gonna win that game. They were never gonna win that game, ever. It was never gonna happen. I told y'all for the last several days. I said the Chiefs only have one chance to win the game, and you know what it's gonna take? I said Patrick Mahomes has to play better than Nick Foles did in the Super Bowl against Brady. I said Patrick Mahomes is going to have a better game than Nick Foles did in the Super Bowl when he played Brady. And why did I say that? I said because you're going to see the Patriots at their very best offensively. You're going to have to match them tick for tack, just like the Eagles did. And people think, well, hold on, man. I mean, they still almost lost. No. Do you understand what happened? The Patriots beat them, and they gave them the ball twice. Do you know the Chiefs had 0 turnovers? 0. The Patriots beat them and gave them the ball twice. 2 interceptions. Like, for real? The Patriots beat the Chiefs and gave them 2 freebies. Brady had Gronk wide open. All he had to do was float it, but he didn't see the linebacker, so he threw it straight at him. Interception. Freebie. Brady throws it to Edelman. Off his fingertips. Defender's arms. Freebie. Why did y'all even think they had a chance to win that game? Brady has proven time and time again in those moments, and don't let him start talking between the week, talking all this mess. You know, everybody think we suck and we're going to lose. Well, we'll see. Oh, my God. That's when Brady just feeling himself. Not to mention, it gets even worse. He walked into his own facilities a week ago and just came in talking about, I'm the baddest MFer there is. I'm the baddest quarterback alive. Talking his junk. Come on, man. Y'all missing it, man. They never had a chance to win that game. And Patrick Mahomes, man, I don't care nothing about all of the second half. He answered questions for me. Patrick Mahomes to me is just as good as a Super Bowl Flacco. He's just as good as a Super Bowl Eli Manning. He's just as good as a Super Bowl Russell Wilson. But to mention this man in the same conversation with Brady and guys like that game showed me everything I needed to know. The kid is going to be successful in the league, but he ain't going to be no GOAT. He ain't going to be close to becoming the GOAT. I'm going to tell you that now. He ain't even going to come close to becoming the GOAT. The game belonged to KC if D4 wasn't offsides. That's like me saying the game belonged to the Patriots, if Brady didn't throw the easy pick. The game belonged to the Patriots if Edelman wouldn't have had the ball tip off of his fingers. Come on, man. Ain't nothing belong to nobody. They never had a chance. They never had a shot to win that game. Did not have a shot to win that game. And let me go a step further, y'all. Watch this. Y'all want to say if the man wasn't offsides, the game was over. Do you remember how much time was left in the game when he was offsides? Like 56 seconds or something like that? Patriots had all 3 timeouts. All 3 timeouts. What make you think it was still over? I didn't see it that way. I don't care if they got the interception and they backed up. They still had 3 timeouts. You don't know what would have happened. Is this a Dolphin site or Patriots? It's a Dolphin site, but we can talk whatever we want over here, Terrence. And let me tell you why. Because the Patriots, I'm sorry if you don't like it, but the Patriots, the truth is, they have built the model of how to run a franchise. We can hate on them all we want. It's like going against something you know is the right way to do it, but since you hate them, you won't do it, so you'll just keep losing for the rest of your life. You'll just keep losing for the rest of your life just because you hate what you see is right. I'm sorry, I don't live that kind of life. That's insanity to me. That's just insanity to me. I don't live that kind of life. If I see something that somebody doing right, I don't care if they're my mortal enemy. I'm going to freaking learn from it. I'm not going to be a stupid dum-dum. Nah, I just got to figure out my own way to do it that ain't like that. And keep losing for the rest of our lives. And keep on being envious of the same thing that if we just study, we could probably be better than. How about that? It's crazy. That's why we're talking about them right now. Because our coach is coming from that culture. Our coach is bringing us the energy and the mentality of that culture. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. So whenever I start discussing how they did it, we're talking football of how you can do it. They're also cheaters, F the Pats. I get it. I agree. But you can't sit here and tell me if the Patriots never cheated, they wouldn't have no Super Bowls. They would still have Super Bowls. We can argue maybe they wouldn't have 1 or 2 that they have, but they would still have Super Bowls. Come on, man. They are a great franchise to have to give them credit from the top to the bottom, from Robert Kraft to Bill Belichick to Brady and all of the coaching staff. I definitely give them their credit. Now, you missed the biggest, the ones that deserve the most credit, you missed it, Andre Heat. You missed it. You named everybody in the front office with Brady and the coaching staff, but you missed the team. You missed the team. That's why they're successful. You missed the fact that you have to give it to the team, not Brady. Because it don't matter how good Brady looked. If Edelman dropped the ball, if Hogan didn't get that catch, if Gronk didn't get that catch, none of it matters. TD, can you answer my question? Who do you want as our new offensive coordinator? First you gotta ask who's freaking available. I mean, think about it. I don't know who I want as the offensive coordinator. Let me tell you why. Because it's an offensive coordinator position. Ain't nobody want to come to Miami and be an offensive coordinator unless they get promoted. That's why these new coordinators aren't current coordinators. They're D lineman coach, offensive lineman coaches. You see what I'm saying? You see what I mean? Man, why do we keep on getting people who mama didn't raise them right, man? Belly button, wound hole. You blocked from this channel. Well, I'm telling you, man. I wish I could do a survey on how old these people are leaving these hateful comments. Because I just want to see what era they mama grew up in to raise them like that. It's just ridiculous, man. But you got to say who is available. If it's a defensive coordinator, I mean, Y'all may disagree with me, but I would love to bring in Todd Bowles. Oh, we talk about offensive coordinator though, but defensive coordinator, I would have loved to bring in Todd Bowles versus the guy that we're bringing in. I would have liked Rex Ryan, but Flores is going with his guys, and we got to trust that. But as far as the offensive coordinators, man, it's just a matter of who's available. It's a matter of who's available. Because a lot of the guys who are going to be available, a lot of the guys that's going to be available, they honestly, man, they're currently not defensive coordinators. You don't even know their name. I don't even know their name. I love the Caldwell hire. Me too. He might even step into that. Who knows? Who knows, man? Have no idea, man, but we're going to find out. Look at this, man. Vegemite wine can't even spell the hateful word. That's a shame, boy. These uneducated, hateful people. It's just ridiculous, man. I got you, Bree. He out of here too, man. But I love it though. It's starting to excite me to be able to chastise racism and hate on this channel. It actually excites me when y'all haters come on this channel and put comments like that. They don't even know. It doesn't bother me at all because I realize it's not your fault. You know, some people mamas just was terrible mamas. They didn't raise y'all right. But I'm sorry you can't respond to me right now because I blocked you. And the crazy thing is you can see everything I'm saying to you right now. So I know it hurts. You're typing and be like, oh, it's not working. Oh, he's talking back at me. Come on, man. Hateful, man. Just hateful, man. It's ridiculous, man. But listen, man, he over there making a fake account now, man. And people need to give Flores a chance before they hate on him. But ain't it crazy, Skaggs, how people are already hating on Flores? They already hating on Flores. I know you right here because you keep on making accounts. It take you more, but every account that I get rid of, it's taking you longer to take care of them. But I love you too, man. But yeah, man, it's crazy. It's just crazy to me. How are they already hating on Flores? Man ain't even do nothing. Man ain't even do nothing but win and be an asset to his team. I don't get that, man. Do we have the personnel for a 3-4 defense? Not yet. It depends on what we do on that line. It just depends solely on what we do on that line. We don't have the personnel for that yet, man. We just don't, man. It's crazy, man. Boy, they trying it's so funny, y'all. They trying their best to get messages through and they just can't come through. But they trying their best, man. Y'all give me a second, man. I'm just clearing all these guys who mama didn't take care of them when they were young, man. All right. Breon, you know they hide behind the screen. They was in my face right now, they wouldn't be doing none of this. Almost done, y'all. I'm just making sure every one of them kicked off of this channel. All right, we good, man. Matter of fact, y'all give me 1 second. That's the one thing I gotta stop doing, man. I keep on deleting them from the channel, but it'd be better off if I just report them too. Hold on. That way the account get a strike on it. And YouTube can take care of them. Mom should have swallowed. Oh, man. She probably, I don't even know if they engaged in that, Bree. She probably did. It still didn't matter. Oh, let me stop, man. Anyway, man. All right. Block them real quick. I got them out of here, man. Some of them might try to come back in the different accounts, but I'll take care of it. I'll block them and then I'll report them, man. It's easy. It's easy. One thing hate does it makes sure that it try to only mess with people that are actually doing something with themselves, man. What up, Tyler? Shout out for coming in the room, man. I'll call you in a little bit. Man, leave it alone, TD. I'm gonna leave it alone, man. Hey man, y'all leave it alone, man. We gonna stay away from all those comments and stuff because we still got young people in the room, all right? We still got young people in the room, man. All right, so we gonna stay away from that. But anyway, TD, we don't need that on this channel, bro. I agree. I definitely agree. Read my previous comment, Daniel D. But yet Nick Foles beat Brady, but don't get the respect. Look at the run this man had. I still don't. I'm still not high on Foles myself, though, man. You have to understand why, though. Yeah, he beat Brady, but at the end of the day, I think my whole message that I keep trying to deliver to you all is a simple fact that these quarterbacks are going to look good and great when they got great teams around them. When Nick Foles beat Brady, what weakness did the Eagles have? Can somebody let me know what weakness that the Eagles had on their roster when they beat Brady? What weakness did the Eagles have? They had no Eagles. I mean, they had no weakness. That's what you call a perfect scenario for a quarterback. That's how I look at it, man. So Foles will put us right back at 7-9 or 8-8 because I agree, because it's a whole team. It has to be the whole team, man. Only linebackers was weak. Well, the linebackers never had to worry about anything because the D-line got there. They hid those issues, man. Because you're right. I mean, that was the only thing. And I mean, when we say weak, it ain't like they were the worst in the league. You know? TD, how you think Brian Flores is going to be in his first season with us? Man, it's still so, it just depends on the personnel, y'all. Y'all know y'all hearing all these rumors about this is going to happen, that's going to happen, this player's getting cut, that player's getting cut, we're drafting this player, we're drafting that player. It's so hard to tell you what direction we're really going to go in until some of these moves are made. Until we start releasing players to become free agents. That's when we're going to have our answers. That's when we're going to have our answers, man. We're going to have all our answers when we start releasing players and we know what we don't have anymore and what direction we're headed in, man. That's how I believe, man. What do you think about this all-black coaching staff so far? I don't think anything of it. I just think these are guys that meshed well with him and he liked what they do. I mean, think about it. Take race out of the picture. Is Jim Caldwell not a good decision to bring in? You know, this defensive coordinator has some experience around the league. He knows them very well. He wants somebody that has his mind frame. He coached with him. The guy left New England and got promoted to go have more responsibility in other teams. It's a good pickup. So, I mean, for me, I don't look at it anything from we bringing in certain race and this and that. I just think he's bringing in a good staff that he trusts and he can vibe with. You know, the real question in the room is whether he's going to keep Rizzy or not. That's what I'm beyond interested in. What's going to happen with Rizzy? Is Rizzy going to stay? Matter of fact, or is Rizzy going to say, hey, I'm out of here? You know, Adam Gase might be saying, Rizzy, you want to come over here with me? I don't know. We're about to find out, though, man. We're really about to find out. I'm curious about the Rizzy move, man. He's the linebacker coach and defensive coordinator, right? You talking about Flores? Who are you talking about, Bree? Getting Foles doesn't make sense, especially if we are rebuilding. I agree with that. Talent before race. Very capable coaching staff. I agree. Our best record is 10-6. Well, we got to change that, though. We got to change that, man. To ask the question again, what about Flores' defensive schemes? Give you hope for our future with our young talent? Did you see a young player like Charles Harris benefiting from a switch to a 3-4? Let me tell you something about Flores' defensive scheme. So I'm going to try to answer your question, man. If y'all got something y'all want me to answer, try to hold it real quick because I'm going to answer this and I'm probably going to miss it if you just keep chatting, all right? Wait, let's go Dolphins. Get out of here, Bree. You a Cowboys fan. Listen, you left the Dolphins already. But anyway, to answer your question, Charles, all right? That's a good question. He asks, what about Flores' defensive schemes give you hope for our future with our young talent? Real talk, y'all. We got better talent than the Patriots on defense right now. That is a fact, y'all. That is a fact. The Patriots personnel on defense are not good at all. The Patriots defensive roster is not good at all. That's a fact. People underestimate that. How are you going to say they're not good? Look what they did to Mahomes in the first half. Schemes. So I hope I'm already answering your question. It's not the personnel that made Mahomes look like that in the first half. It was the schemes. It was the defensive schemes. And that's why they have a defense that bends but don't break. Yeah, they can give up points. You got to understand what Patrick Mahomes did. We're talking about a young man who people are arguing about if he's going to end up becoming one of the greatest ever. Because some people are already getting over. I mean, to be honest, Flores didn't look great yesterday. Look what his team did in the second half. That's because the Chiefs adjusted. Listen, when you play, those 4 teams that were in the playoffs yesterday were the cream of the crop. If an offense is good, they're going to get off eventually. It doesn't matter what defense they're going against. They're going to get off eventually. Lucky for the Patriots, they had the right scheme in the first half to punch them in the mouth. They knew that if they punched the Chiefs in the mouth, they wasn't going to be a full game of it. That's why they said we have to come out and do it right away. And they did. That scheme. They knew at halftime when they came out, they're going to adjust to make sure we're not getting the same pressure on Mahomes. The second half, did they get pressure on Mahomes? No, they didn't. And he was able to get right back to what he's used to, having all the time in the world to throw and making those nice passes. And that's because they adjusted. But at the end of the day, if you adjust and pack your line of scrimmage and don't get at Mahomes, now the Patriots are at the mercy of one-on-one. Is our offensive guy going to beat that defensive guy? The Chiefs will win that battle all day. If the Chiefs came in with the game plan that they had in the second half from the beginning of the game, Patriots would not have won that game. But I knew the Patriots would outcoach them early and create a big enough gap to sustain. Because Brady wasn't going to slow down in that game. And he had a low point, but that was also the Chiefs' defensive schemes changing it up, bringing everything in the box. See, people don't realize Brady in the first half, he had 6 passes past 10 yards. Brady only had 6 passes past 10 yards, y'all, in the first half. They came out, they changed their scheme, they brought everybody in the box. And if you was on my live stream yesterday, I said this is what the Chiefs needed to do to stop that. Did y'all remember that little time where Brady and them had like 2 or 3 possessions where they folded? Couldn't get it done? And then I said, but hey, the good thing about the Patriots are they don't just change the scheme at halftime and say, let's roll for the rest of the game. They're about to change it here at the end of the third quarter and open up the offense. They knew they couldn't go deep with Brady early in the game because the Chiefs play that. So let's kill them. Let's kill them. And the Chiefs, it's their fault that they waited until after halftime to adjust. They go into halftime, they adjust. Brady and them come out doing what they've been doing, but it ain't as successful because the Chiefs adjusted. But then Brady and them said they've adjusted, but we're not going to wait till the game is over to adjust. We're going to adjust right now at the end of the third quarter. And what happened? Then Brady threw 19 passes past 10 yards. First half, 6 passes past 10 yards. Second half, 19 passes, 10 yards or further. They adjusted to them bringing everybody in the box. See, when you get to those 4 teams, it's a lot of chess. The Chiefs made one adjustment that was at the halftime. At halftime, man. But the reason the Patriots won, they came in the game with the right adjustments, knowing what to do. The Chiefs didn't, man. Are you drinking the special OJ again? No, man. LOL, you so smart. You make me want to make an orange juice run myself. Now I'm on that water, man. Remember, we losing this weight, man. Hold on, y'all. Hey, man. I'm live. Are you okay? Oh, wow. All right, I'm sorry. Bye-bye. All right, but yeah, man, that's what it was. The defense, the Patriots, because the Chiefs, they actually put an extra man on the line of scrimmage for the rest of the game. They knew, and then what did the Chiefs do? They started doing the little quick dink and dunks, screens, jet sweeps. They started. I said that during the game. The Chiefs need to settle down, run the same offense that the Patriots ran early on, then open it up, and it started working for them. But it was too late, man. Then you got into a shootout. And for the life of me, y'all, I just don't understand. The Chiefs just lost that game on defense too. And people say the Chiefs got a bad defense, though. They were 31st in this and 30th in that, but they did the best sack team. No, man. Some things are just common sense. You got literally Edelman just running free everywhere as he please, all over the field, man. Just ridiculous. But yes, hopefully that answered your original question, though, in regards to Flores' defensive schemes. They don't have great players in New England. The only reason the defense survives and the reason why they're going to go into the Super Bowl is purely schemes. He came into this game saying, watching film on the Chiefs, saying, all right, we know why they were in it last time. We know what happened, this, that, and this. And Brady didn't even play as great last time. But you know what? We got to get at this kid early and often. And what did they do? He did not look like Patrick Mahomes in the first half. And I've been telling y'all that. Patrick Mahomes ain't what y'all think. I don't think he is, but it's still yet to be seen. I said, I just can't wait to see this kid under pressure. Now, if he can ball out under pressure, then I'll give him his due. But what happened in that first half when he got pressure? Man, people were in my chat saying, gosh, Mahomes looked like Tannehill. And did he not? Come on, did he not? He didn't look great at all. I'm trying to refrain from saying the man looked trash, but he looked real bad. He looked real bad in the first half. What happened to his escapability? He had one run for 10 yards. Outside of that, I mean, nothing. And that's because they gave up the middle, coming after him with a 4-man rush. He looked real bad. He looked really bad, man. And I be trying to tell y'all guys, stop donning these guys the next king of Zamunda before you see them at least do what they do at least 3 years so people can get used to them and try to build a defense to stop him and see how he handles it. Do we have any question on Brady anymore? He's in pressure, out of pressure, all those things. And Brady, he's so smart that he'll never let you put him in a pressure situation. He'll just get rid of the ball in 2.5 seconds. Last week, the Patriots played the Chargers, and their best defensive lineman literally said, "Gosh, Brady, calm down. At least give me a chance to get close to you. I mean, we're rushing so hard, you're only going to have 3 seconds to throw the ball, but you're getting rid of it in 2. You're getting rid of the ball in 2 seconds. At least give us a chance." Literally came out and said that. Literally said that. He literally said that. Out his own mouth. Literally said it. And that's why I always hoped that the Dolphins could run a scheme for our quarterback to get that done. Just run a scheme that can get that done if we don't have time. This is why I was mad at Gase about his game plan and his schemes. The Patriots, let's be fair, y'all. Everybody say, but Brady got all the time in the world too. Yes, he does. But the truth be told, he don't need the time. He don't need the time. He can still be successful without the time. And not just because it's Brady, it's because Bill Belichick in situations like that, he gonna literally dial up a scheme that he's not gonna need the time. But we always put it on the quarterback. Mahomes was terrible in the first half. But just imagine Mahomes behind Miami's O-line in that first half. It wouldn't have looked like that. It would have looked 10 times worse. But people want to ignore our issues and just keep on pointing straight at the quarterback. We need a rookie, TD. I mean, we need something. We need to go just like the Chiefs. Go get like a new rookie and be able to develop him and make him our starter. Y'all blinded by this Mahomes stuff. Just calm down. Wait on this kid to play a few more seasons, and you might be shocked if he start looking like Cam Newton. You might be shocked if he start turning out to be another RG3. You might be shocked. I don't think that's going to happen. I think he's going to be successful. But I keep telling y'all, just calm down, man. Calm down, man. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button. He had 6 seconds because Sitton and Kilgore were healthy. He did have time sometimes, but we were successful. We were winning games then. You're right. You're right. Mahomes came back, though. That game on KC defense. Mahomes came back, though. Was it Mahomes? Was it Mahomes that came back? Or did they start giving him time to throw the ball? See, I'm a root cause person. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a root cause. See, I'm the type of person that says Patrick Mahomes had 50 touchdowns, 5,000 yards this year. I asked 5 whys. Why did he have 50 touchdowns and 5,000 yards? Because he's that good. Why is he that good? Because he's just skilled. You see those generic answers? No, man. Patrick Mahomes had 50 touchdowns and 5,000 yards because he had an O-line that gave him an average of 5 to 6 seconds to throw the ball. He had a great offensive coordinator. I don't call him a head coach. He had a great offensive coordinator putting him in the best schemes possible with the best play calling he could have. He was in the best situation that you can have as a young quarterback. Same goes for any quarterback. I agree. But can we start keeping that energy? Same goes for any quarterback. But what about the quarterbacks that don't have that? Why are we so hard on them? And we want them to be like this guy, but totally different situation. It was screens. A lot of those too. Throwing 2-yard passes, going for 80 yards, and is adding to his yardage. Goes for any quarterback. You couldn't have said it better, but make sure you keep that energy on the flip side. What about the quarterbacks that don't have that luxury? They got a sorry offensive coordinator. They got one of the worst O-lines in the league. Why do we judge the quarterback? Come on, man. I know 7 years is a lot, but Tannehill ain't never been in a good situation other than 16. Tannehill had 7 years, bro. Okay. I don't get what your point is. I don't get what your point is when you say he has 7 years. I agree with you, Gary. Some QBs are just straight up bums. Brock wouldn't be in the playoffs with the Chiefs. No, he wouldn't. We don't need many changes to our team. We just need better coaching and a beefed up O-line, Phins up. I agree. Now, we need to do something on defense too, though. We need to do something on defense. Why are y'all talking about time? It was screens to Williams and Watkins. No, I know he got a lot that way, Bree, but I'm talking about his big plays where he does use his arm deep. Every time, Bree. Anytime this man got a 50, 60, 70-yard bomb, every single time, if you count the time, the man got 6+ seconds to throw the ball. That adds to it, too. I know a big part of his offense was screens, bubble screens, and all of that. I know that already. And that's even more delusional for people. It's crazy that they give him that much validity when a lot of it is bubble screens and stuff. And a lot of the deep balls are with time. Do you know all of that changes if he don't have no time? All of that changes, man. In 7 years, he hasn't showed he's a franchise quarterback. In 7 years, we ain't never put him in a position to show he's a franchise quarterback. I mean, y'all can keep on with saying whatever comments y'all want. But whatever you say about him, my answer is always going to be in 7 years, we never put him in a position to do it. How can you show that you're a franchise quarterback when you got the worst line in the NFL for so many of those years? Come on, man. And everybody y'all want to bring in, y'all keep on ignoring the simple fact, if they're behind the same O-line, why do you always defend Tannehill? He hasn't showed us anything. All right, J-Man. I know I'm going to have to explain this a million more times in my life, but let me go ahead and explain it again. The reason why I always defend Tannehill, okay? I just got to go back to analogies because y'all don't understand me when I just talk normal, okay? I always got to go to analogies. If we brought in Antonio Brown today, if we brought in Antonio Brown right now, first of all, half of y'all would be screaming to the top of your lungs. And I don't know, let's say that we had Pat White at quarterback. I don't know. And Antonio Brown wide open for the touchdown. Pat White overthrows him. Antonio Brown wide open in the middle of the field, underthrown. Antonio Brown has 300 yards in the season and never got injured because his quarterback constantly overthrows and underthrows. For 7 years, we could never get Antonio Brown a quarterback. For 7 years, we could never get Antonio Brown a quarterback. He's wide open everywhere. And Antonio Brown's pissed off. He's cussing. He's talking in the media, man. The quarterbacks suck and all that. For 7 years, we ain't get Antonio Brown a quarterback. And you can see it all on the field. Look at him. He's just wide open. Nothing. And the offensive line is the best O-line in football. The quarterback just sucks. Do we literally say, oh, man, Antonio Brown, it's been 7 years, man. He needs to go. Because I think y'all don't understand the scenario if I just don't say Tannehill because you hate him that much. You just don't like him. And I don't even think it's that you don't like him. It's that you stuck your mouth out there before and said he ain't the answer. And anything that proves that wrong makes you wrong. So you stick with the fact that he's not the answer. But Antonio Brown does that. And you can see the evidence that he's a great receiver. He's burning guys. He's creating separation. But for 7 years, we ain't had a quarterback to get this guy the ball. Do we say we done had Antonio Brown for 7 years? He ain't the answer. He needs to go. Is that what we do? Come on, man. If our O-line is so horrible for the past 7 years, then why do our running backs still have success? There is a such thing as a good run O-line and a bad pass O-line. There is a such thing as that. Do you know that? Do you know that? There is a such thing as a good run O-line, but a bad pass O-line. Do you know that? And to be fair with you, our O-line ain't been great with running too. Gore made them look good. Gore is the type where he's a patient runner. That's why Drake can never get off. Because Drake is one of those, I see the hole, I'm hitting it. Up 3 yards, -1, 4 yards, 7 yards, -2. Then a 60. Oh, yay, Drake. No. Gore made them look good. Gore with his patient running. All right, I see the hole, but I got two options. He committed. I'm going in this way. All right, I'm in there. I'm 4 yards in. I see him. I see two more options. He went that way. I'm hitting this one. Gore's at Antonio. That's the same thing, and Le'Veon Bell does. Those two running backs, they good, man. And not to mention, Gore was a good run blocker too. Gore was a good run blocker. No, I mean, Breon, our O-line did decent on the run game this year. It wasn't great, but they did decent. I mean, we moved the ball when we ran the ball. We actually, because we were getting 4, 6, 9, 4, 3, 7, with Gordo. But there is a such thing as a good run O-line and a bad pass protection O-line. So you are saying Tannehill is a great QB. I'm saying I still don't know what the man is because we ain't ever put him in a – see, look, Patrick Mahomes has the perfect situation, and we want to dawn him. He's going to be one of the greatest of all time in 1 year. Then we look at our quarterback, ain't never had an O-line, and we want to cast judgment. 7 years and you don't know, TD? When are y'all going? OG Boo game. Are you going to answer? No, we're going to put this on OG Boo game. I'm going to have to start calling y'all out. Because if y'all want to go down that road with me, I want to make sure that you put yourself out there, not just a general comment and then you disappear. So we on you, OG Boo game. 7 years and you don't know, TD. Watch this. Did you just hear my example with Antonio Brown? What do you think about that, OG Boo game? If we got the worst quarterback in the league and the greatest O-line, and the quarterback keeps overthrowing and underthrowing Antonio Brown, and then it's evident we just need a new quarterback. They get rid of the quarterback, they bring another one in. He just sucks. He can't get him the ball. We get rid of him, we bring another one in. 7 years. Answer this, OG Boo game. Do we say it's been 7 years with Antonio Brown? He just ain't the answer. Get rid of him. Do you say that? Answer that. Because I want you to answer that. I don't know if that you just said was for this. So answer it again. Do you get rid of Antonio Brown and say it's been 7 years? He just ain't the answer. No. I ain't say that, quarterback. I just asked you, do we get rid of Antonio Brown? Do you get rid of Antonio Brown? In his scenario, we're not talking about the quarterback right now. I need your answer, OG Boo Gang. Do we get rid of Antonio Brown and say it's been 7 years? He just ain't the answer. Diva wide receiver, yes. I didn't ask you if he was a diva or not. That say he never had an inch of diva. Y'all see what they do? You see what I'm talking about? Yes or no? Forget the diva stuff. Say he wasn't a diva. Say he was a good groomed wide receiver, does what the coaches tell him, never fusses, never does anything wrong. Wide open all day, but we can never get him the ball. Do you get rid of Antonio Brown after 7 seasons and never getting him who he needs? I know it's hard. See, you proving my point. His third response, AB a good receiver, Tannehill is not. You can't even answer the question because it's bias. You have bias. You have bias. If Antonio Brown was in that situation, you can't even answer the question on whether you would get rid of him or not. The comparison ain't flawed. If you look at the circumstance, one thing can affect the other. And y'all don't want to handle the root cause of the issue. You just want to straight up go to 7 years. 7 years. Come on, man. Compare QB to QB. I'll compare QB to QB because I got another example for QB, OG Boo Gang. But I still need you to answer my Antonio Brown question first. And then I'll go QB to QB. Answer it. How about that? Can't compare a wide receiver to a QB throwing the ball. How dumb is that? Why? So I can't say the O-line is the worst in the league and it's affecting the quarterback. I can't say that, but I can say, but y'all can say, hey, the quarterback is the worst in the league and it's affecting the receivers. You can say that. How? How can you literally do that? Quarterback has no excuse if he got the worst O-line in the league. It don't matter. But if a receiver got the worst quarterback in the league, yeah, it matters. Do y'all hear yourself? Quarterback always had the ball in his hands, TD. What happened to Patrick Mahomes last night in the first half? Did his offensive line look the way that they looked all season? No. And what was the result from it? No. You know what? Let's use y'all energy. All right. That's all Patrick Mahomes' fault. His O-line didn't hold up, but hey, that's on him. That's his business. That's his fault. It's his fault. He ain't no rookie. You in the AFC Championship game. This your second year in the league. I don't care if it's your first year started. You in the AFC Championship game. Some of y'all same individuals say he was going to win the game too. First playoff game. He had one last week. Mahomes got an excuse. Get out of here. And he ain't the quarterback I'm using. But for the record, OG Boo Game couldn't answer my question about Antonio Brown. And that's my point. That's my point. That is my point. But you want to talk about quarterbacks that had 7 years? How about Joe Flacco? First year, perfect situation. He's the best scenario. You want to talk about quarterback to quarterback? Joe Flacco had the best defense in football and a great O-line, and they win the Super Bowl. Right after that year, he gets in a situation like Tannehill's been in. Ain't been to the playoffs in 6 years straight. Ain't made the playoffs in 6 years straight. See, y'all want to talk about Flacco got a Super Bowl, though. Come on, man. At least sound like y'all know football. At least sound like y'all care about studying football. Flacco got his ring with the best team in football that year. Best defense. It ain't the point of him getting a ring. It's the point of Flacco got a ring in a perfect situation. But watch this. The next year and the next 6 years, that perfect situation was gone. That's the point I'm trying to make. That's the point I'm trying to make. The next 6 years, that perfect situation was gone. He was in a Tannehill situation. He was in a Tannehill situation and didn't make the playoffs 6 years straight. But y'all want to ignore that too, huh? Y'all want to ignore that too, huh? You want to ignore that though. Y'all want to quickly throw that. Oh, but he won a Super Bowl. Oh, but he won a Super Bowl. With the best team in football. But can you please tell me when his offensive line sucked and he had a terrible defense, what happened the next 6 years? What happened the next 6 years? He made the playoffs more than twice. You're missing it. We're not talking about his record and his resume. We're talking about situational football. Flacco in a great situation. Hey, he makes the playoffs. He won a Super Bowl. Flacco in a Tannehill situation. Missed the playoffs 6 years straight. See, y'all want to ignore what I'm saying to try to prove your point. Let me repeat it one more time for y'all delusional ones. Flacco in a great situation, won a Super Bowl and made a few playoff appearances. Flacco in a Tannehill situation, missed the playoffs 6 years straight. Come on. They beat our ass every year. Okay, they did. But we can't talk about the individual head-to-head. That's like saying Tannehill beat Brady every year, though. Come on. Get out of here. Don't make any sense. L. Burgess, I got a call-in number, but you got to email me. You got to email me. so Tannehill wins Super Bowls with the Ravens? That's the point I keep trying to make. OG Boo Game, I don't know because he's never been in that situation. Like, y'all act like I'm trying to say Tannehill would have won this, that, this if he had this. That ain't really what I'm trying to say here. I'm trying to say is, can we at least see the man in that situation? What kind of franchise brings a quarterback in and constantly puts him in that situation? And y'all want to go get a new quarterback. Why the hell you think we done been through 20 of them in 20 years? Because we keep bringing in a new quarterback and keep bringing in a new quarterback and keep bringing in a new quarterback. Y'all the ones that's living that insanity life. My only argument ain't whether Tannehill is the guy or not. My argument is, can we for once put him in a situation where we can find out? Can we please? Just once? I mean, no, don't get me wrong, we did once, but he won 7 out of 8 games. Sorry he got hurt, but he won 7 out of 8 games. And then we want to give his replacement credit for taking them to the playoffs. Y'all see that? He won 7 out of 8 games that year, and we give the replacement credit for taking us to the playoffs. In a season, we won 10 games. That means the replacement went like 3 and 5, but we want to give the replacement credit for getting us to the playoffs. The man won 7 out of 8 games. Then he comes back from the injury finally and win 3 out of 4. With a line in front of him. Yeah, Moore did good. I loved Moore. But Moore didn't even have a winning record that year. But it wasn't all on Moore. We could never stop a team because our defense was just getting killed every game. It was Tannehill that got us to the playoffs. Oh, I know, but they won't give that up. He won 7 out of 8 games. Moore comes in and go 3 and 5, and I don't blame Moore. Let me be clear, because our defense just was giving up like 30 points every game. But that same defense, Tannehill got the W's. My question is, since Dan Marino left, who is better than Ryan Tannehill? I would say maybe one guy, Chad Pennington. And I'm not even going to say he's better than Tannehill, but again, I don't know because we ain't never seen Tannehill in a good situation. But Chad Pennington played well for the Dolphins. But then we ain't get that man time. Okay, OG Boo Game. That's fine, man. Everybody got their opinion. It's time to move on from Tannehill. Okay, that's your opinion. All I keep trying to tell y'all is this. Move on from him. But how would you feel about moving on from him, bringing the next guy in, and they in the same situation Tannehill was in? That's where your delusion comes in to think that the new guy is supposed to do any better. The new guy is supposed to do any better. That's what gets me with y'all. I don't mind. Hey, get rid of him then. If that's how we feel, get rid of him. But what gets me is the new guy supposed to do any better with the O-lines that we've had? Someone said the next guy can suck too, but I just want to see someone different. All right, so now we on G Class 88. I got to show y'all this delusion, man. So G Class 88, we bring in Kyler Murray. We don't get him a line for 7 years. He looked like a bust. Then it's, I don't care. Let's just bring in a new face. The new face we bring in 7 years from now, he don't get an O-line. He don't look good. Then what? I don't care. Just bring in a new guy. Is that what y'all want to do? Is that what y'all want to do? And here's why I asked that. Have we not been doing that? 20 quarterbacks in 20 years. It's crazy. Hold on. Let me see. Okay, good. I don't get it. Is that what y'all want to do? When did Russell Wilson have a good O-line? Keep going to the playoffs. Boy, I don't know why I got to keep on ethering y'all with these false facts and these true lies. That's what y'all telling, true lies and false facts. If you don't know what it is, look it up. First of all, Russell Wilson goes to the Super Bowl behind the best defense in football. Behind the best defense in football. Not to mention, you can go pull up any Russell Wilson highlight video right now. I guarantee you, first of all, they line don't suck. It ain't the worst O-line in football. They always have an average O-line. It ain't never great, but it don't suck. And their offense is not predicated on no freaking Russell Wilson. That's what y'all keep on. That's where y'all delusional. The offense is not predicated on Russell Wilson. The Seattle Seahawks offense have always been predicated on the run game and play action. And then on top of it, the Seattle Seahawks, 80% of their plays got 6, 7, or 8 men on the line of scrimmage. When the Dolphins tried to go 6, 7, 8 men on the line of scrimmage against a 4-man rush, they still only give our quarterback 3 seconds. Come on, man. I'll have live conversations on the phone. Just email me. tdfinstalk@yahoo.com. Email me. Matter of fact, if you want to email me while we live. Some of y'all, but you got to be somebody who's been here day one, and I know that you're going to be responsible with it. We can argue this and that, but we're going to keep it the right way. And it may not even be a day oneer, but somebody who's always active in the chat. And I do that by recognizing your name. TD, we aren't delusional. Whenever you try and make a point on defending Tannehill and we prove you wrong, you just, I ain't gonna read the rest of this comment because I'm still waiting on somebody to prove me wrong with some facts. I'm still waiting on somebody to give me facts. How the hell is it proving me wrong? Why we don't want Tannehill? It's been 7 years. What the hell what is that? He's just not the answer. What is that? I ain't hear no football reason why. And y'all call it proving me wrong. How can you prove somebody wrong by saying, it's been 7 years. It's just time to move on. I know we ain't had an O-line, but Tannehill ain't the answer. Well, he used to play receiver. What proof? What proof? TD, want to bet Flores cuts Tannehill? Why would I bet that? At the end of the day, if we're going to be in a straight rebuild mode, if I was the head coach and Greer said we're going to be in a straight rebuild mode, 2 to 3 years, all right, go ahead and get Tannehill. It's 13. Let him go. Let's use that money. Go get me a guard right now. I would do it because I'm not going to carry that salary if we're going to be tripping for the next 3 years anyway. That just make common business sense. So y'all think it's a case of he just want Tannehill at all costs. No, not the case. But what, we gonna bring somebody else in? We in the same situation? I'm not gonna see any better. I was testing you, TD. Okay. Did I pass? I don't know. I mean, did I pass? But I'm still back to whoever said we're not delusional. You just say that whenever we prove you wrong. What kind of proof? What kind of proof? That's all I'm saying. Is this supposed to be proof? It's been 7 years. Oh, there go the proof. Cut him. He never been the guy. Cut him. Oh my God. You see what I'm talking about? Somebody had the nerve to say you say that when we prove you wrong. But you see what I'm talking about? He never been the guy. It's been 7 years. Nobody can make a football. Oh, my gosh. You know what's even funny about it, y'all? You know what's funny about it? If Patrick Mahomes had a trash O-line like Tannehill, do you know he would have looked all season the way that he looked in the first half last night? Probably even worse. And y'all would have been, I don't know why they talking about a Patrick Mahomes. He been trash this year. But no, 50 touchdowns, 5,000 yards. 50 touchdowns, 5,000 yards. I'm with you, LAW 100442. That's what I'm talking about. Come on, man. After the Super Bowl, we get our head coach, fix our O-line and D-line. That's all I'm focused on. And you stay hating on Mahomes. How are facts hating? Them folks, why don't you tell me what I'm saying wrong about Mahomes? At least I'm having not only am I backing it up with facts, but I prove it live on live streams. I prove everything I say to be a fact on a live stream. But we can start with you, them folks. We can start with you now. How am I hating on Mahomes? Can you name the thing that I hate on? But you got to be descriptive. Don't just say, "Oh, you always talking negative." That ain't descriptive. Why don't you say this? You said this about Mahomes, and that's hating. And make sure whatever it is that I said wasn't true. I'll wait. I think it's going to be real hard for you to come up with it. Put Tannehill on Kansas City. Do they still make it to the championship game? How many times I got to keep answering the same question? I just answered this with OG Boo Game. I don't know because I've never seen Tannehill in the situation Mahomes has been in with one of the greatest O-lines in football, giving him 4, 5, 6 seconds to throw the ball. Like, y'all want to keep ignoring that? Come on, y'all. Y'all going to keep ignoring that? Jeez. Mahomes is far more talented than Tannehill. Ain't it funny how when somebody got 6, 7 seconds to throw the ball, they're allowed to bring their talent out? But we'll say how much more talented they are than somebody who don't have that luxury. That's why all these quarterbacks be in college breaking these college records, because in college you got all day. You get to showcase your skills. Mahomes is playing college football because his O-line gives him college football time to throw the ball. Literally. In the AFC championship game, T Hill stats are more from the time he has played. Now next season it is going to be sure improved for T Hill come preseason. If he's still on the roster, we'll see. I just want to see the kid he ain't a kid no more. I want to see him in a great situation so we can say this is our quarterback. I don't care, man. I just truly believe if our team stay healthy this year and our O-line stay healthy and play well, we were 12-14 this year. Don't care. You can disagree all you want. I really believe we were 12-14 this year. Better arm and better skill set. Opinion. Now let's talk about how we have got rid of players that have all contributed to other teams that have made the Super Bowl. Hey, Einstein Taco, don't look at it that way. Don't look at it that way because everybody's saying that. We had Ted Ginn, he's contributing. We had Sue, he's contributing. We had Williams, he's contributing. Ajayi went and won a Super Bowl. I know I'm missing some. Hell, Hogan contributing. I get it. But listen, you can't look at it that way. The Rams didn't have Sue for $30 million like we did. Having Sue for $30 million means we don't have depth in the rest of the team. The Rams got him for $16 million. Ted Ginn. I like Ted Ginn, but he's an opportunistic receiver. He's not I'm running all I'm elite with the route tree. Opportunistic receiver. Charles Clay, that was a money situation. That's a money situation. You had to pay him more than most tight ends in the NFL to keep him. Lamar Miller, I always like Lamar Miller. I mean, y'all can name them all day, but totally different circumstance. And in some of these cases, it was, why are we going to keep this guy if we're not set to win now anyway? Mike Pouncey had to go. I love Mike Pouncey. I would have loved for him to stay, but the injuries he's had, you'll be taking a big risk by keeping him there. You'll be taking a big risk. I mean, if he got healthy all of a sudden and never got injured again, okay, but the amount of injuries he was having in the last few years, you just had to move on. I do, Oswaldo. I think we do run the AFC East sooner than that, man, because the dynasty's still going to be available for 4 years, but we're going to knock into that. We're going to punch into that. And blew up in the fact that he played with the Pats and the Broncos. And also they're going to teams that are utilizing them the way they should be used. Do you know Sue was playing a lot of defensive end yesterday too? I mean, these coaches, these were the best 4 teams in football. These coaches were so creative. I seen Sue playing defensive end where Cam Wake would usually be because they got tired of Kamara coming out of the backfield killing them. Sue over there, right by Kamara. Kamara coming out of the backfield. Sue laying that wood on them, using them in different ways. But they are able to establish a great team because they only pay them $16 million versus the almost $30 million we was given. These are different scenarios and situations. People have to realize if we had all these guys on the team right now, we wouldn't be able to afford nothing. Our O-line would still suck. At some point, people have to go, y'all. At some point, people have to go. Let's say you took 10 positions. Let's say you took 10 positions on the field. And you had the best 10 players in those 10 positions. They would take up your full salary cap right there. And you have no money to pay 43 other players. That's why it's not about the big name. Look at the Patriots. Look at the Patriots. Edelman ain't no freaking number 1 receiver. Hogan ain't no number 1 receiver. They running backs ain't no number 1s. Oh, but that's Sony Michel. It ain't number 1s. Gronk ain't half of what he used to be. They ain't got no weapons on the defense other than one corner. Other than one corner. Can Pat stop Sue? Absolutely. Because their game plan ain't going to be to stop Sue. They just played the Chiefs, who had the number 1. They were number 1 in the NFL with sacks this year. Did you see what the Chargers D lineman said? Gosh, can you at least throw it after 3 seconds? Sue is going to be a non-factor. The only thing Sue is going to contribute Where he has to impose his will is in the run game. He's not going to be a factor in the pass rush. He is not going to be a factor in the pass rush. That's why I don't look at it that way. Oh, look at all these teams that all these players that used to be for us. I don't look at it that way. Let me say this, man. Let me tell y'all this, man. Ain't nothing wrong with us disagreeing, though. In OG Boo Game, you already know what time it is, man. You good peoples with me, man. Because as much as we disagree, you'll think that we ready to fight. But it's all respect over here, man. And trust me, I can tell you give me respect too. Just a difference in opinion. And appreciate that, bro. Same thing with you, them folks. Same thing with you. I'm just, my thing is this though, y'all. It's like forget Tannehill. We ain't talking about Tannehill right now. I'm just like, it don't matter. I mean, we bring in Kyler Murray. I don't care who we bring in. I'm just scared that, gosh, whose future are we going to mess up next? And to save no argument, let me just say that, okay, we didn't mess up Tannehill's future. He's just a bum. Let me just say that. Okay, right? But I feel like if we bring another quarterback in and don't address the O-line, whose future are we about to mess up? Whose future are we about to mess up? Matter of fact, the new quarterback's future might even be less than 7 years because he may not have the injuries Tannehill got. So we might be done with him after 5 years. Oh, it's been 4 years, it's been 5 with no injuries. No, he out of here. TD, have faith in the new staff. Oh, I do. No. Don't get me wrong. I do have faith in the new staff. I think the new staff is going to do the right thing. I think the only thing that's going to be on their mind is the trenches. Offensive line, defensive line. I'll worry about all that other stuff later. But for the life of me, I don't know why we waste quarterbacks' careers and time by going to get a quarterback in a draft when you ain't even got his protection yet. I don't get that, especially if you got a better quarterback draft class in 2020. Especially if you got a better draft class in 2020. Then why are we going to get our quarterback in 2019 and we don't even have a protection? El Burgess, I would draft one of those 2 top O-linemen in the draft because both of them are dual linemen. They both play tackle and guard. They both play tackle and guard. I would do that. Go LSU. You talk about the linebacker, but I would go after one of those. Let me tell you something. It's two linemen that's coming out in the draft. One of them projected like 16, the other projected like 28, right? If I were the Miami Dolphins, I would take my 13th or 14th pick, whatever we got, and I would trade down. I would trade down out of it because I would save even more money. I sure ain't going to trade up to no number 1, number 2, or anything like that and spend more money. I would trade down. I would trade with somebody like the 24th pick because that second one is still going to be there. I would go down to about the 24th pick. And you know what I'm going to get? I got another first round back, but I might even get another first round for it. I might get 2 first round picks just for a team that want to move up 10 spots. Now you go into 2020 with 2 first round picks? Now you can go into 2020 and maybe draft one of those quarterbacks early and get another lineman? You ain't always got to trade up and go after it. We at a prime spot, 13. Who won this 13th pick? Is it 13 or 14? Y'all let me know. Who won this pick? Oh, you draft that 25, what you willing to give up? I give you my 25 this year and my first next year. Let's do it. 13, even better. Let's do it. I'll take both of them first round picks. Man, if I was the Dolphins, I would stockpile. I would I would be just straight up draft. I'm taking my first round pick this year, and I'm turning that into 2 first round picks. So 2020, we got 2, right? Then I'm taking a player like Rashad Jones. You only got another 2.5 years in this league anyway. You ain't even in our Super Bowl plans. I know y'all want to keep him, but he's not even in our Super Bowl plans. If we rebuilding and we got a 2 or 3 year time frame, he's not even in our Super Bowl plans. I would take a Rashad Jones and try to go get a 2nd or a 3rd round pick. And it'll probably be a 3rd round pick because of his age. Then I'll take both of those 3rd round picks and I'll say, give me your 2nd to somebody. And it might not add up. It might be like take a 3rd and a 4th to give me that 2nd. Now I got next year, I got 2 first rounders and I got 2 second rounders. You could get a 3. I don't know. I think it's close. I mean, to be quite honest with you, it might even be a late 3 or early 4 because of his age. But I'm backing off of that 2. You can't get a 2 for no Rashad Jones because of his age. Jones 3rd, maybe. And then I'm also unloading one more person that y'all probably don't want to hear because he's not in our Super Bowl plans. I'm trying to, hey, here come Cam Wake. Can you give me a 5th? Because Cam Wake's going to be worth about a 5th these days, guys, because of the production he's coming off of. Shout out to Gio Cabrera with the donation. Go get you some assets if we in rebuild mode. You got weapons. Now I don't mind playing Xavier Howard, the highest paid corner, because we done shed cap and we got draft picks that we gonna pay pennies on when we draft them for the next 4 or 5 years. That's our savings for the Xavier Howard move. There go your savings, because draft picks don't get paid nothing. We try to bring in impact players for cheap salaries. Yeah, some people missing the fact that the Chiefs can afford all kind of stuff because look how much they got to pay Mahomes. Barely nothing. Barely nothing. We better not pay Xavier Howard no $20 million a year. We better not. He already asked him to be the highest paid. That's around $16 a year. If we're Rashad Jones, give me a draft pick for him. Cam Wake, give me a draft pick for him. Then I don't mind, okay, pay Xavier Howard. Because we getting rid of this old money. We getting rid of this old money. And that's an opportunity for you to go into 2020 with 2 first rounds, 2 second rounds, and an extra 3rd or 4th or maybe 5th somewhere around there. Gio Cabrera, just email me, man. Cut Branch and Quinn and pay Howard with their money. You could just do it in the draft. You got David Ryan Miller, appreciate the donation, man. Thank y'all for showing y'all love today, man. You have 2 people on the team that are not in our Super Bowl plans. You go get what you can right now for them. Cameron Wake and Rashad Jones. For the life of me, I don't understand people like, why would you cut Rashad Jones? He's good, this and that. Guys, how many more years he got in this league? Like, for real, how many more years he got in this league? And it ain't like he played Pro Bowl football this year. You see what I'm saying? If we're going to rebuild and do this the right way, you got to go ahead. Hey, man. You got to go ahead and get your assets right now. And I'm going to tell you, I think Flores is going to do it because Flores don't care nothing about the big names. Look where he's coming from. I'd rather cut Rashad before I cut Wake, honestly. Might sound absurd. It don't sound absurd. Oswaldo, Wake has earned his right to retire a Miami Dolphin. But we also have to be fair to Cam Wake and say, bring him in the office and say, we have two options. We can sign you on a 2-year deal and you retire a Miami Dolphin after 2 years, but it's not going to be much money, man, which he should probably understand. Or we can try to trade you to a Super Bowl contender right now for a late draft pick to help you have a chance to win. Because we have wasted your career, sir. That's the reality. All right, Gio, man, appreciate you. That's the reality, man. What up, JD? We got options. People not realizing we got options. The one thing that I do love that our roster has done, one thing I love is that we're stockpiled at the wide receiver position because we don't need the big name wide receiver, y'all. I'll even go out on a limb to say this. Hold on. I'll even go out on a limb to say this. At this point, Kenny Stills ain't safe. Kenny Stills ain't safe. I know the Saints to give us a maybe even a 3rd round pick right now for Kenny back. I'm shocked they traded him to us to begin with. And now look at the problems they had. Their only weakness on that team was solely at the receiver position. Breeze was working with nothing this year. But Stills Stills gonna be an option too. Ain't that $11 million? Parker, Grant, Stills, Wilson, Amendola. You missing Butler? Put Butler on there. You got to put Butler on there too. Jakeem Grant too. Yep. It's TD Phins Talk. Phins at yahoo.com. Because that's the wrong one. That's why it didn't work. TD Phins. Phins. You see the Dolphins back there? Phins. Phins. No problem. Butler, Carew, yep. Because we getting Flores, y'all. Flores is used to Edelman's, Amendola's, Hogan's. You see what I'm saying? He already know. I don't need no elite receivers. We going to save a lot of money there. I don't need no elite running backs. We're going to save a lot of money there. And the good thing is I'm coming to a team that already got a whole bunch of them. As a matter of fact, I can shed some of it. I can shed some of it. I can save $11 million with Kenny Stills right there and still feel good about my receiving core. Key and Drake about to get a good contract. Maybe we don't give it to him. Let's roll with Balazs. Let's roll with Bolden. These are options. And you know what he gonna say? We done saved a lot of money. They gonna talk about Miami ain't got no weapons. Did Brady have them? Did New England have them? But they going to the Super Bowl all the time. Miami, they done got rid of all their talent. They got rid of their #1 receiver, Kenny Stills. Every time they say that about Miami. But yet, the best team in football wins every year with no-name players. And that's what we getting in the head coach. He going straight up clean house. We're going to go from starting with $20 million in cap space, because y'all know we got $20 million right now, about $21 million. We can get a lot more with certain moves we make. We're going to start with $20 million in cap space, and I promise you, Flores probably going to have us over $100 million. He said $100 million, we should be able to build the best O-line and D-line. Period. We should be able to build the best O-line and D-line. Think about it. We get $100 million in cap space. We should be able to build the best O-line, the best D-line, and we got, matter of fact, this is making me start to think Miami Dolphins are actually in an amazing situation. We're in an amazing situation, y'all. Think about it. Can't wait. Go to a contender. Or we keep you for cheap. And hopefully y'all see what I'm saying and y'all don't just think I'm rambling. But vision this. Can't wait. Go somewhere else to win a Super Bowl. We want to help you do that. Trade you to a contender, or we'll keep you for cheap because we want you to end your career as a Dolphin. Rashad Jones, we appreciate your service, man. Peace. Give us that $16 million. Man, I think he getting more than $16 million this year. Rashad Jones about to get a huge payday this year. You got to trade that. You have to. You have to. But that's money. Kenny Stills, we thank you for your service. That $11 million, we shipping you off. Draft pick. Don't know the QB situation yet, but if Tannehill gone, he can be your 13, but we at least save 13. Not sure if they're going to do that, but we'll see. Because that's the one where you're taking a hit. Or you trade him. But I don't think somebody's going to trade for him. I mean, do you want to spend $13 million? You still want to pay $13 million out just for a fourth-round draft pick or something? Third-round draft pick? I don't know. But it only works for them because of Tom Brady, TD. You have to acknowledge that. But our roster's built different. We ain't going to have a Tom Brady, but we're going to have a better defense than the Patriots because we got more talent than them already. We're going to have a better defense than them. That's where the offset comes. The Patriots' defense is not good. They just have good schemes. They keep it manageable for them. But our defense, we got more weapons, young weapons too. Patriots don't have that. They don't have no young weapons. I agree. It's the system, not Brady. Don't get me wrong. Brady will still be successful in a lot of other systems, but it's still bigger than that. It's like the Spurs. I agree. I agree about the third from Seattle for Jones. That's the type of stuff they look for. Why you think Russell Wilson and them and the Seahawks have been successful? They don't have a Tom Brady, but all they need is a game-managing quarterback. He don't have to be elite. He just got to be good. Game-managing quarterback, great defense. Let's roll every year. Let's be competitive every year. But they have Bill Belichick. You're right. But we hoping Flores can bring us some of that. It's a whole bunch of buts. But hey, we don't know until we see the outcome. But you actually should be excited. Think about it. We drop all that extra money. I mean, I love Kenny Stills, but do we really need him? Do we really need him? Wilson ain't elite, but I don't want to argue about it right now, all right? I'm just not going to argue it because I always argue it. He's a game manager, okay? Elite quarterbacks don't throw for 78 yards in a game, 0 touchdowns and 1 interception, and the team still wins by 16 points. Elite quarterbacks don't do that. Elite quarterbacks don't do that. Elite quarterbacks do not throw for 78 yards in a game, 0 touchdowns, 1 interception, and their team still wins by 16 points. You see what y'all do? Because y'all said Flacco was elite the year he won the Super Bowl. The year after, Flacco elite. He elite. Flacco's elite. Flacco's elite. You're off, man. You're off, man. check Wilson's stats this year. Why don't you check him and tell us? Because I don't think you know him. I don't think you know him. Because if you're telling me to check his stats, I know his stats. You check him and put him in the thing. But I bet you don't type him because you can be like, oh, well, I mean, he's still. I agree with that, Nico. Russell is really good, but not elite. Stop that crap. We don't need Amendola nor Stills. What do you think about a fullback to block for our running back and pound? Hey, I like that. People want to go away from fullbacks, but the Patriots use them. The Patriots use them. The Patriots use them. Everybody else want to go away from it, man. Remember we had Tony Lippett and Maxwell? Yeah, I remember. Trust me. Man, listen, man. Y'all, we should be excited about the future. If we drop all that dead weight, and I'm not saying dead weight because they dead weight, they're good players, but if we drop that, have all that cap space, like literally, y'all, we can fix our O-line and D-line in 1 year, this offseason. Drop all that. 2 high-paid O-linemen in free agency, 2 O-linemen in the draft. Same thing on defense, man. We can fix the lines this year if we want to go all out. I really do believe we can. And think about it. Fix the O-line, fix the D-line. What other gaps do we have? We want to get better at linebacker. But what other gaps do we have? Fix the O-line, fix the D-line. What other gaps do we have? Number 2 corner, I give you that. What, you want 2 of the best safeties in football? Many teams don't have 2 of the best. Minka's already going to go back there. Tight end. I'm not on tight end yet because, again, our tight end this year wasn't utilized properly because we needed help for blocking. We needed help blocking. Let's see what Gesicki can do when he ain't got to block as much and he's actually in the scheme. And Flores get a hold of him and say, well, this is what we want to do with our tight end. Actually use them. Line them out wide, the right way, like Gronk. You just go right off Gesicki after 1 year because he ain't put up big numbers? Don't forget what we went through. Don't forget what we went through, man. We needed his help all we could on that line. I think we're in a good position, y'all, overall, all right? We're in a good position, man. We can go so many directions. Hell, some people can say we can patch holes up and try to go for it this year. But it's more of the same. All you need is 2 or 3 major injuries and you're back to square one. More of the same. So I'm starting to get off of that patch the holes and let's go for it now thought process. I'm ready to build an organization. Build a full organization. I agree, Juggernaut. We in rebuild mode, build through the draft, but that's why they need to stockpile some draft picks now. People look at what's his name, John Gruden as an idiot because he's stockpiling draft picks. He got a 10-year contract. I ain't in no rush. Let me get draft pick after draft pick after draft pick after draft pick. But you got rid of your best pass rusher. What you do that for? Just to go draft another pass rusher? No, I did that so that I could. No, the answer is yes. So I can go draft another pass rusher just like him, but for 10 times less the money. So I can fix the rest of the team too. Yes, I was one of the first ones that said, I like what he did. I mean, you were going to be wasting another 2-3 years of that man's career anyway. On the big money in his contract? No, you want the young players. You want the players you can bring in on the baby contracts. Frank Gore too. You right. Just being honest. You make drafting sound like an exact science. No, it ain't an exact science. It's hard. The truth is, out of 7 picks, only 1 or 2 usually make it. It would work out. Trust me, I get it. It is not an exact science. You'll be lucky to get 2 that work out. We won last year. Minka, Jason Sanders. We don't know what we got in Gesicki and them boys yet, in the linebackers. We don't know. They look promising, but I ain't going with it. We don't know. I think we know what Minka's going to be. A good player in this league. Jason Sanders, we got 2. You're right. Don't get me wrong, G-Class. It is not an exact science. It is not. You're not going to get another Khalil Mack. You don't know that. You don't know that. That's like saying we also not going to get another Cam Wake. We don't know that. But you draft them young. But if you ain't ready to win in the next 2 years anyway, why you going to waste 2 years of Khalil Mack money paying them high just to have them there and facing a possible injury? Yes, Howard and Tunsil is a keeper if we go in this route. You don't know. But that's why you stockpile those draft picks. At least make your odds better. Somebody who got 10 draft picks every year versus 7 has a better chance of landing some talent. Has a better chance. Stockpile, man. And you know another part that people don't talk about? What makes great organizations? Great scouting teams. Great scouting teams. Finding that talent that nobody else sees. Think about it. The Patriots found Brady, y'all. It wasn't it's the 6th round and he's the best available. No, we know what this kid, we believe in this kid. We believe in this kid. I mean, he's behind some talent. It may never work out, but I see something. Let's waste a pick on him. 199th. They scouted him. It wasn't take this kid, Tom Brady. Oh, wow, he turned out to be no, they scouted him. We don't scout well, and the Patriots win because of culture. Actually, G-Class, I don't mean to say you're wrong, but you're wrong on that. We got one of the best scouting groups there is. There's articles about it and everything. The Miami Dolphins scout team is actually A1. Greer, that's where he got his name from because of his scouting ability. We have one of the best scouting guys. The Miami Dolphins have one of the best scouting groups there is in the NFL. If you really want to be honest, we actually do bring in great talent. It's just some of our biggest issues always end up having them move to other teams. Yeah, we losing anyway. We can't pay them big money right now. It just ain't right, the timing. We got a great scouting organization. We really do. Have you seen our last 15 years worth of trade picks? I can name a lot of talent we brought in. Real talk. I can name a lot of talent that we brought in. They looking good on other teams right now. Draft picks. Hold on. Yeah, I get a lot of messages. If y'all send me a message, I may not respond right away, but I'll get to it before the end of the day. I'll try my best, all right? Do you think we draft Haskins if he falls to 13? Man, I'm one that says Dolphins, move out of the draft. Back down now. Go get a late first round and turn it into another first round. That's what I am. And you can find a team like the Chiefs to do it. They got to go get better on defense, though. But the Chiefs will be a perfect partner. Call the Chiefs up. Man, we got Cam Wake. Man, we got Cam Wake. We got Rashad Jones. What's up? Go get some of their draft picks. They want it now. They ready. They just got to get better on defense. This TD Phins talk, man. I got to roll, y'all. But thank y'all for tuning in for the show today. I'm going to try to go live tonight, just depending, because me and my sons, we're going to have a lot of fun today. We got some activities to do. But, hey, Cam Wake is old, but he can still be some good depth for a team. But, hey, y'all, this TD Phins talk, man. I'm out of here, y'all. Sorry to cut it so short, but I got to go be with the babies, man, and with no school today. Love y'all, man. I'll come back to y'all later today, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm out, y'all. Peace.